All right. Hello to all you beautiful people out there in the world. Welcome back. I'm Valet Roy, and this is Ride with the Valet. Now, before you even get started, if you've already been here, you already know the drill. Go ahead, push a like, comment, subscribe, share, all those things because you know what I'm about to give you today is genuine and coming directly from me to help inspire you. Okay? So let's just start off right there and then we'll get right back into it. Now, I don't want to waste none of your time here, okay? So I thank you for being here. That's first and foremost. Secondly, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Today, I want to talk to you all about writing your first book, okay? Writing your first book. Now, you might be thinking, what kind of book? How long is this book? How big is this book? Let's not worry about any of those things right now, okay? We're just going to worry about getting started, okay, and doing some work. What I really want to do is help you guys write your first informative, inspirational, or motivational book. That's right, informative, inspirational, or motivational book, okay? And here's a few things that I have to say about that. Now, a couple of weeks back, I let everybody know that I was writing a book of my own. And I finished writing that book, and it's been in the editing process. And soon, I'll be patching it together and posting it as an ebook on my website so that you guys can all partake if that's something you like. Shameless plug. But in order to help others get started, I wrote down a few things that I think might help you out there, if you're thinking about writing a book, be able to do that. Now, personally, when I got on YouTube, I said, hey, I want to inspire my friends and family and you out there to write a book and be on YouTube, meaning coming out here, sharing part of the things that you have of value with the rest of the world so that other people can benefit from it. I want other people to help benefit from anything I can share because I've spent a lot of time learning and benefiting from what others have shared with me. Now, nobody taught me how to write a book, but I read a lot of books, a lot more now than I used to, right? And one thing that I've learned is that the length of a book doesn't matter as much as the content of a book. Meaning, if I read a 20-page book, a 30-page book, a 100-page book, am I getting from this book the thing that I intended to get from it? Okay? If you wrote a short book, or if you write a short book, and it only requires that you put a small amount of information to accomplish what you want your readers to get from you, then that's perfectly fine. If it takes more pages, more time, and turns into a bigger book, that's fine also, because the person who comes to read your book is reading it for the purpose and the reason that you wrote it for, hopefully, okay? Sometimes people get things out of the things that you produce that you don't even intend for them to get, but they can still be of value, and that's the important thing about sharing with each other. You know what I'm talking about? All right, so let me go ahead and break this down. Now, if you're having any trouble keeping up with this, because I'm still getting better at making these videos, feel free to just pause or go back and rewatch or rewind or just focus on the small parts that mean something to you, and hopefully that will help you out. Please excuse my lisp. Recently, I had some dental work done, and I'm wearing a retainer, and I'm learning how to speak with this. So, show me a little grace, and I really appreciate that. If you want to know anything about my dental journey or the recent work that I've had done, just go back a couple videos, go on my page, look, and you'll see I have everything there. All right? Appreciate that. Now let's get started. I want to help you write an informative, inspirational, or motivational book. And the first thing I want you to focus on, number one, when you're writing your book, is something that you've accomplished, no matter how great or how small it may seem to you. If it's something that you've accomplished, I want you to keep that in mind, okay? Write that down. Write down 1, 2, maybe 3 things that you've personally accomplished that you feel, not even that you feel others would find interesting, but just 3 things that you know, I did this, I accomplished this, I set out to do something, and I did it. If you have something like that, write that down, okay? The other thing I want you to focus on in this first category is there anything that you've ever overcome, okay? Have you gotten out of a bad situation? Have you stopped smoking cigarettes? Have you dealt with mental issues, self-esteem issues, any other kind of issue that you may have or find, okay, that you've overcome? Were you once afraid to be a public speaker, but then finally got on stage and you overcame that fear? Something like that. Anything that you've accomplished or overcame, I want you to write that down, because this is the focus and the premise of your whole book. And this is why people come. And this is why people read. I said come like you're going to be on YouTube. Hopefully you will be, but you might not be. But this is why people read your book, because they want to go where you've been. They want to see what you've been through, because believe it or not, seeing what other people have gone through helps us go through it. Okay? So have you accomplished anything, or have you overcome anything? Think about those things. Write that down right now, and we're going to go on to the next part. Now, the second thing I want you to focus on, okay, in the journey of writing your book, the first thing we're doing is saying, okay, what have we accomplished or overcome? We're going to write that down. Now, from that thing, I want you to think of the next thing that'll help you in knowing what to write, okay, in this informative, inspirational, or motivational book that you're going to write. I want you to focus on what did you do, okay, why did you do, or how did you do it, okay? What, why, or how, okay? Because, again, this is inspiration, motivation, and information. So what do people want to know? They want to know what. What happened? What did you do? How'd you do it? Okay? Why'd you do it? And this is why they're coming to read, because they might feel the same way. And they want to be able to partake in that and be emboldened. They want to be motivated by your story. They want to be inspired by your story. They want to gain the information from your book. Okay? Your personal story, not a storybook, but your personal story, so that they can gain confidence. And if you haven't seen my video on confidence, go ahead and check that out, so that they can gain more confidence to take the same step to write their own book. Okay? So the second thing we're going to focus on is, what did you do? Okay? Why did you do? Or how did you do? All right? Just brainstorm over the things. Look at the thing that you accomplished, or look at the thing that you overcame, and just think to yourself, what was it that I did to accomplish or overcome that? Why did I do what I did to accomplish or overcome that? And how did I accomplish or overcome that? The what and the how might seem like the same thing, but they're not always the same thing. So just go ahead, write those things down, brainstorm on that, and I'll return real shortly for the third thing. All right, awesome. Now, I just want to thank you guys for being here with me, because your time is valuable. And if you haven't so far, now would be a good time to hit the like button, the subscribe button, or the notification bell button. If you think you've gotten something good so far, man, you can just let me know by doing that. Leave a comment if you want to, okay? Or share with somebody who you think might enjoy or might benefit from this information also. All right? Thanks. Now let's go on to number 3. Okay, number 3. The third part in the process of writing your first book that would be informative, inspirational, or motivational would be, what do you want people to know at the end of you telling them what or how you've accomplished something? What is it that you want them to know? What's some information, or what's the inspiration or the motivation that you want people to know? Aside from the thing that you did, what do you want them to know? Okay? Because sometimes people are looking for answers, not just in your story and your process, okay, but they're looking for you to tell them something, giving them things like, hey, this is your permission to go out and be great, do something great. Okay? People love to hear stuff like that. Secondly, okay, what do you want them to do? Okay? Because people sometimes need direction. And when you're inspiring, motivating, or informing somebody, one of the things that you're actually doing is giving them direction. Okay? So, what do you want somebody to do? Hey, I accomplished this thing. This is how I did it. This is why I did it. Okay? And this is why you should do it. You know what I mean? This is what you should do. Here are some reasons why you should do it. Here's some reasons that you should do it. Okay? And what I want you to do is 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Okay? Give them some things that when they put your book down, right, gives them an opportunity to take action. Because that's really what they want to do. They've been sitting around wondering, what to do or how to do, or they're being unmotivated. They haven't been inspired. And here you come telling them about something you've accomplished or overcome, how you did it, why you did it, and what you did. And now you're saying, hey, it's your turn to go out and do. Okay? The last thing that I want you to consider in writing your book, your informative, your inspirational or motivational book, is what do you want people to feel when they're done reading your book, right? There's nothing like reading something and at the end you just be like, oh, that's it. People. This is why movies work so well, because when you get to the end of the movie and you've already had your problems, right, and it's already turned into a conflict, and then it's been settled, right, and now you're feeling all good. What do? They run that credit music. You know what I'm talking about, right? They start playing that music, and you start feeling all light chested. You start being like, oh my gosh, I can't. It's the music that's helping you feel something. Now, your book might not include any music, right? But when somebody's reading your book, when they're gaining your information, okay, when they're being inspired by you and being motivated by you, and you've already told them, the things that you've accomplished and overcame and what you've done and how you did it. Now you're telling them what to do, or you're giving them instructions as to what they should know now that this is all over, right? You want to do it in a way, you want to keep in mind, is what I'm passing on to them going to make them feel good? Because there's nothing like being motivated by hurt and pain. Now, yes, pain and hurt and tragedy, those things change us in certain ways, and those things can motivate us, right, to level up. There are plenty of examples I could give, but just for the sake of not drumming up anything in anybody, I'm going to try not to put out too many things. But think about when you were young in high school. You might be in high school right now, okay, and somebody told you what you couldn't do. Immediately, because they tried to tell you something that was meant to put you down, you became emboldened, right? You were like, what? And you were inspired or motivated to set out and accomplish that thing. Now, in certain cases that works, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, I think as you're writing your book, you should be thinking, if I share this information, if I write this information for somebody, if I share my inspiration with somebody, or if I write this to motivate somebody, I want them to feel great. I want them to feel good. I want them to feel motivated. I want them to feel inspired. I want them to feel like they've been informed, right? Because it's those feelings that aid us in the process of making decisions. When you're happy, you make different decisions than when you're not happy. When you feel motivated and inspired and accomplished, those feelings drive you, right? Or they assist you to do the next thing or do more things, right? Now, some of us struggle with the issue where we accomplish something, and now that that's done, we kind of fall back to the ground zero and be like, dang, what do we do now? But that's not what we're worried about, right? We're worried about writing the book that's going to help somebody else gain the information, inspiration, or motivation, okay? And this is how we're doing it. So let me just give you a quick little recap. Even myself, for this video, I have some notes, and I'll show you those notes because it's the exact same thing that I've already been saying, but a visual might just help you wrap your head around it. And you can always stop this video, pause it, screenshot it, go back, watch it again, which I hope you'll do, or pass this information on to somebody else to help them. But here we are right here, my little clipboard. I like having a little clipboard because it helps me. Oh, y'all see my ring light? I need light in here, y'all. But here's your book, your informational, inspirational, or motivational book. The first thing we're focused on is what have you accomplished or overcome, okay? The second thing we're focused on is, okay, please, hope that ring light don't mess you up, but number 2, what did you do why did you do it, and how did you do it? And the third thing is going to be, what do you want people to know? What do you want people to do? And how do you want, or what do you want people to feel when they're done reading your book? Now, again, we're not worried about the length of this book, and we're not worried about how long it's going to take you to write it. What we're worried about right now, the purpose that I made this for, was to help inspire and motivate my friends and family, and you out there, of course, to write a book and to help you get started on your journey. I wrote a book recently. My book is short. It's only 20 pages, but in those 20 pages, I wrote exactly what I needed to write in order to accomplish what I wanted to do, which is why I wrote the book. And you can do the same thing, okay? 10 pages, 20 pages, it does not matter, okay? It does not matter. All that matters is that you can take what's in your mind, okay? Turn it into something valuable and tangible that not only will help benefit yourself, but others. And this is why I want to inspire my friends and family to write a book. Because the things that are within you might be actually for somebody else, right? Don't hoard and don't keep what you can contribute, because this is how we all grow, okay? So hopefully that's helped you today and blessed you with just a little bit of information on beginning your journey to writing a book, okay? And then in the next video, hopefully I'll come back and I can share some more with you about the process of how you're writing, okay? I think I've given you some good content. So hopefully, like I said, you like it, and I appreciate it. I'm Valet Delroy. This is Ride with the Valet, living to be known, living in for emotion. If you want to know anything else or check out anything else that I've got going on, just go ahead, visit my page. I have plenty of videos on there. I think I have over 100 videos. It's a mix of music, things I've done years ago, and currently the project I started for this year, which was to inspire my friends and family to start a YouTube and write a book. I appreciate your time. Much love to y'all. Be blessed. And I'll catch you on the next video, yeah? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the bell notifications, because it's your man, Valet. And of course, I don't want to stop without letting you know that you can get some wonderful merch, some 4 words merch, some LFM merch, right? Living in 4 emotion, which is 4 words, which you know is a 4-word motion. Don't let your voice stop you. Everything is down in the description box. The website, the link to Instagram, all that. Just go wherever you be and follow. Engage with me. I'll engage with you. I appreciate you. Love.